I think childhood is maybe built on these like bigger things, like built on I booked Ned's, or I mean that's a rare one, but like maybe it's I kissed the girl, like it's built on these bigger moments. I do think most of the success in adulthood is built on those moments, the seemingly mundane, but where you like fully embrace and integrate your own responsibility for your life.
I know I'm operating effectively like that. Those are things that I appreciate now.
Okay, that leads me to a different line of questioning, which is, I think we all have things in our life, let's call them vices. We have things in our life that we use to avoid those feelings or numb them or escape them or just distract ourselves from that responsibility we're feeling, which can turn into feeling overwhelmed, right? Like we have these things. What are your vices that help you get through the day?
My vices? I mean, they're the typical American vices like alcoholism. But no, actually, I don't drink as much. That was more like a
I've been meaning to talk to you.
High school and
I'm just kidding.
Hey, we gotta figure this out.
I'm just kidding.
Intervention.
This isn't a podcast. This is an intervention. You've been a problem.
Right? It's like we're fixing this today. So you guys are my best friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. My vices, man.
I mean, I'll share weed is one for me, man.
Oh, dude,
it's
it's
so
easy.
It's
a vice and a friend.
That's the heart. Those are the
one.
trickiest vices. And honestly, that's a good response because most of our vices are that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, of course, they're not just objectively wrong for us. They do something for us. It's why we have them. Yeah. It's why I don't fully like the term vice, but it's just the best word I have for it.
But as an adult, you have to learn how to say, hey, friends, I can't hang out today.
Yo.
So, weed can be a friend, but you can't hang out every day, dog.
I'm trying to tell weed right now, like, bro, like we've been hanging out a lot, but like I'm an adult, I got like responsibilities.
Man, sorry.
And especially in the entertainment field, especially in a creative field, because I can smoke weed and be fully productive.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can
absolutely.
I can
no
do
heavy
that.
machinery here.
No, I can do that and literally be doing my jobs, and be succeeding in my life. However, I have found I know I need to take a break on it when it becomes this weird little hell of, oh, I'm sober, I have the urge to smoke, so I smoke and I enjoy the process of smoking, and then I'm high and I don't want to be high.
Oh, yeah.
And when that's happening consistently, I go, oh, I've like broke myself. I just need to stop because this is the wrong dynamic for my life.
I agree, man. And like smoking, I haven't really done in a while. Like edibles has been like my thing. So I'll like do those like before I go to sleep or some crap like that. But I've slowed down on that as well, man. But I have had these moments, especially with the smoking, because that's a whole act. Like you gotta sit there, roll. You gotta freaking set aside this time, go find a balcony. This could be cigarettes or weed or whatever. Yeah. And so the reason I stopped smoking was just that. Just the time of it. Time to do a thing when I could be being productive, with that same amount of time. And also, it's just having that dopamine release and feeling, okay, things are fine. Or I can hang out with these people because we're all having a good time. But then, you sit back and you're like, wait, would I hang out with these people if I were not smoking? So I'm like, maybe not everyone is worth relating to or being, oh, hey, we're all the same, like all of that. Riffraff, we can all just sit here and waste each other's time. Like, no, I want to go and be productive, and sometimes backing off of your friend weed is the right thing to do. Yeah. Especially if you want to be an adult. Now, there are times, once it's no longer like a recreational thing or where you're rewarding yourself, and you're just doing it every day, it's like the reward is gone. It's like being on a roller coaster. I don't care how high that roller coaster is. It could be way up here over the Hollywood Hills. If it's just up here doing this the whole time.
Going straight the whole time.
That's not a fun ride.
No hills, no loops.
You need to be down here a little bit, then go up and do, one of these. Like, but if it's just weed every day.
I love this analogy. I love that. I think all these things, like you have to balance in your adult life and in, I guess, your adolescent life is like, these things that provide you that instant dopamine, that instant gratification, and delaying it for some bigger vision for your life and bigger wants for your life. And I think, yeah, weed for me can sometimes be in accordance with the bigger things I'm working towards. Sometimes it's balanced. And sometimes I'm on a roller coaster just going straight just making myself stuck.
Yeah, why am I up here?
Yeah.
It's not even thrilling.
Do you have a phone? Do you have an issue with phone scrolling?
Dang, Vice? I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's a huge vice,
dude.
Man.
Me
These
too.
Phones are
all
out
of
hand,
us,
dude.
out of hand. I could scroll for so long.
So unfortunate. And I'm like, what else would I rather be doing? But also weed and the scroll.
Oh, you're screwed, man.
Yeah,
there's a whole day.
Yeah.
And no job? Come on.
Oh yeah, no.
No real job to show up to?
Bruh. Man. Yeah, guys, put the phones down. Just put the phones down.
It's hard, man. It's hard. TikTok is brutal because there's also stuff on there that's like good.
Oh yeah, so you can lie to yourself and say, "I'm learning." Don't judge me. No, you're not learning anything. Like, oh.
Yes.
But you know what? Honestly, YouTube for me on a desktop or laptop, I can go into these just, I'm studying all this stuff. I'm learning about 1876 and I'm learning about the 1400s and all this crap like in between my editing session. And I'm like, oh, my editing timeline isn't done because I keep going over here to study these things. And I'm learning about chemistry and biology and all this stuff that I'll never apply in my life. So vice information can be a vice for me. So I will say that.
That's amazing. I've been talking about this with a friend of mine that a part of maturing and a part of becoming an effective adult is there is so much information in our lives now. We have access to so much noise. Learning how to determine what is noise and what is signal, what is connection for you, and for each of us it's going to be different. Chemistry for some people, learning that will be applicable based on what they do in their life. But you could be learning something valuable, but if it's not applicable to the life that you're creating, how valuable is it to you? How valuable is it? Yeah, I've been trying to cut out things that aren't for me. It's like, that's awesome for some people, but what is it that I'm obsessed with? What is it that so one of those things is filmmaking now. So as long as, sometimes it's just, boredom time, but as long as I'm watching some video essay on like filmmaking or something on cinematography, I'm at least in the realm that I'm in. I'm in the realm that I'm building and aspiring to.
Yeah, and so you can actually apply it, like you said, applicable. Like I can literally go and, enhance my resume because I show up on set and I'm able to do this, or I have the knowledge of this aspect of my craft. So yes, that's positive. And I must, I guess, give myself a little bit of grace. I do spend a lot of time on YouTube searching kind of that stuff that is applicable. But when those tangents are always sitting waiting like, oh yeah, I can get them. I
know, that's the thing, is you have to use these pieces of technology to get to the information that's like good for you. Yeah. But oh man, you're just right on the edge of going down a rabbit hole of cat videos and being there for 4 days and then like realizing like, oh no, I've OD'd on cat videos. Bro, yeah. I gotta go to rehab.
Dude. Facts, man, facts.
All right, I want to define or explore another. Sometimes I think for people with all this noise, it's hard to know what to aim at being. So what does being a good person mean to you? What does being a good man mean to you? What does being a good you mean to you? Like, what is that? What is your ideal? What are the priorities?
What are the priorities? You know what? I